you're back.
Don't act so happy to see me.
Let's see here. Your next mission requires... Well, look at that. You're neon. You've earned yourself a Heavenly Delight ticket. How fun. One moment while I check on Mr. Mike.
Wait.
It's your lucky...
Bro, what is...
Shoot, it's Yellow. I haven't talked to him after all that stuff with Violet. I'm all right. Didn't see you around yesterday.
Yeah, I felt bad hogging you from Violet, so I gave you two some space. It's all good, though. We'll just go 8 next time we hang. Oh, that reminds me. Someone told me about this place where you can find God's old AK-47s or something. The Old City, I think it was called. My sources told me to keep it secret. But joke's on them. I don't keep secrets from my bros. You come with me, right, man? I can't be the only one with the sweet piece.
Huh. I don't get it. Is this guy out to kill me, or is he honestly just...
Come on, don't leave...
This is too confusing. All right, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Mikey, your favorite neon?
Yeah, what do you want?
I think if you check my rank, you'll find I've gotten a fair amount of those.
Could be worse. Could also be better. How about another?
I was actually thinking something the olds.
The old...
Not important.
You have no idea what kind of place this is.
Mikey, intelligent. Surely you can find it in your heart to take a chance.
All right, already. You don't have to lay it on so thick, kid. Seriously, it's undignified. I'll assign you to the dang old city.
Yes! Thanks, Mikey. You're the man.
Yeah. Just try not to die.
That's very touching, Mikey.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
Whatever you say, boss.
Welcome. Would you like to redeem a ticket? You have... Here's what you get.
Oh.
You've got good...
This might not be...
Would you like to redeem a ticket?
Here's my-
Splendid.
So we meet again.
By the way, during your next line, Lipper Kuo, involves into shutting the hell out. Oh, all you comedy already. Karaoke.
No.
Oh, no. Hell yes.
No way. Oh my.
I'll show.
Yo, are you freaking ready? White and yellow, power hour!
Okay, hopefully this isn't a trap set by my friend.
I expected to see more neons here.
Aw, this place is mad scary, dude. It's about these old guys and they were like vacuuming a hotel or something when they saw a little green guy eating their
It
food.
disturbs me that I know exactly what he's talking about. Damn,
That little green guy gave me nightmares, man.
it's far more likely we'll run into the huge...
Bro, I don't...
I was talking about neon.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for breaking your promise, Violet.
Neon
I just don't sense
Caucasian.
anything off.
What is that one D&D thing called? I forgot what it's called. Also, hi, Roxy. 6-7.
Roxy Thorne played 67 for 50 channel points.
Wonder why I can't hear the sound alerts. But you can hear it, and that's what really matters. Gotta watch Backrooms. Bye. Oh, I would really need to see that movie too. Okay.
Now,
Give me a
if I
review when
were
you're
a
done.
powerful ancient
If I'm still
weapon,
here.
where would I be?
Gotta be getting close. And once we find him, there's
Yellow, you do realize there can only be one man's.
Nah, they'll definitely let us.
That's a bunch of nuts.
Yeah, well, this whole place is nonsense. Like, God's made freaking dinosaurs before. Why can't he take care of these demons?
You
True.
make a good point, but I don't know. God has historically always been kind of a jerk.
Whoa, okay. Alright, whoa. Cool with all this sacrilege. Huh?
Trust me, he's gonna come out at the end of all this like, it wasn't about winning. It was about the power of friendship the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
Let's do it, bro.
Got it. My
Let's
fault.
do it, bro.
What's next?
Listen. I'm ahead of most other people who play this game in my friends
Dude,
list.
look,
I think you mean big. Though I gotta say, if I was God, I'd definitely stash my crap in a clock tower like that. And it's complete.
not completely empty, bro.
It's not graffiti. Here rests the book of death. If thy choice is perdition, then taketh this book, and with it the book of life unto the dawn of the final day, upon which the inkhorn of God shall be revealed to thee.
Can you translate for me? I don't speak medieval times.
That's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't say anything. I'm thinking this whole expedition.
Come on, bro. Don't say I'm having a blast. It's dope that we get another chance to do the kinds of crazy stuff we did in life. Best of all, we don't even have to worry about the cops here.
Yellow, I've been meaning to ask. What exactly did we used to do?
White, have you really forgotten? I'm a bit hurt.
Green.
I ought to punish you for such an offense. It just wouldn't do to let such carelessness slide. Not after you've kept me waiting for so long.
Bro, watch out! Yellow!
Wait, what? No.
My, what a mess. I guess I got a little carried away.
Yellow? Yellow!
Don't bother.
You bastard!
Now, White, don't be so upset. The fool chose to leap in front of my blade.
He was protecting.
He was in the way, and I won't have anyone getting in the way of my plans for you.
You sick freak! I won't let you get away with this!
Yes! Come on!
Jeez.
You don't know how long I've hungered to cross swords with you, boy.
Oh, okay. We're calling you a boy now? Alright.
So rage, White. I'm ticking, White. Come out, White.
Okay, wait.
This is it. Ticking white.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah. First try.
Simply wonderful, White. I had started to work.
Shut up! Shut the hell up before I knock that stupid halo off your head.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? The believers love to watch all you pathetic neons clamor for this silly little thing, year after year.
What makes you so different, huh? Worried I might finally interrupt your extended vacation in paradise?
Were you always such a temperamental little pup? You saw the writings, didn't you? About the Book of Death. Such a powerful thing. The believers forged this halo using a page from that book. And yet, none of them could tell you the whereabouts of the Book of Life.
So what?
It's like I've got big...
Get back here!
Not bad for a dead guy, huh?
I mean, I guess.
No, at the...
Sinners, we've heard whispers of neons teaming up. It may surprise you that just yesterday, at the hands of our...
What?
It's true. Green?
Yes, it is. White is certainly...
Remember, neons, this is a cup. You may observe all the failed neons thus far in the cathedral's shrine. Feel free to reflect on all the masks these incompetent sinners left behind.
I've already got to watch my back for demons. I better stay away.
Wow, White! You really did it! I knew you. So, did he put up a fight? Or did you...
Knock it off. I didn't kill anyone, okay?
What? But...
They're lying. Green killed Yellow. He acted like he was doing me a favor.
What? What do you mean, big... I don't get it. What the hell makes you...
What's wrong with...
I should never have gone to the old city.
Why are you so upset? It's good that Yellow's gone. He was.
Yellow had my back until the very end, and it cost him his life. You, on the other hand, have only led me into trouble. If anyone's suspicious around...
You jerk! All I wanted was to help you. I'll never.
What the hell? Are you trying to kill me?
You're lucky I don't got you on the spot.
Probably.
Jeez, dude.
You're back.
Don't act so happy.
Well, look at that. You've earned yourself a heavenly delight ticket. One moment, well... Mr. Mikey, apologies, Mr. Please, go right...
Really?
There he is! Just the neon. Hear the good news?
Huh?
You've catapulted to the top of the rankings. Must have been all those old city kills. Needless to say,
Oh.
could be a little more
Did you hear about what happened?
Is that the neon you iced?
No. I mean, I know that's what they're saying, but I swear green...
Makes sense. You didn't seem to murder.
Yeah, well, forgive me if mourning a comrade doesn't put me in a...
These kinds of things happen every year, kid. If you cry, I know what'll cheer you up. It comes, but then if you nail this mission, I'll send you off to Hanging Gardens tomorrow.
Great.
Hey, kid, you're not like most neon. You've got potential to really shake things. Try not to embarrass me out there, White.
This is all that's left of Yellow, just his mask.
Wait a sec. Aren't you the neon that killed Yellow?
What is this? This is the Mosque Shrine. I mean, they didn't make this one just for... that's not coming.
Oh, well.
Welcome. Would you like to redeem a ticket?
Here's my ticket.
Splendid. Good thing.
Finally.
Mr. What?
I need to snap out of it. I mean, that's what I wanted. Cleared it.
Okay, cool.
What's next?
Okay.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Lunchabox played Smoke Weed Every Day, Remix 1, for 100 channel points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's called Neon White. It's a first-person card collecting platformer,
Hey,
speed running game, adventure game.
White.
wait. I didn't kill Yellow.
I know.
And
Yeah.
you're right.
Also,
About the
it's
old
Spice
city.
Gale.
I should have listened to you.
You say this now, but I can see it in your eyes. You're planning to take on Green, and you'll ignore me again when I warn you not to.
My rank is going up. It's not so far outside the realm of possibility that I make him suffer for what he did.
That's
It's all
exactly what he
good.
wants you to do. Which is exactly
I just
why
took
you
a
shouldn't
break
do it.
anyways.
Won't you please spare me a crumb of context?
These things are hard to explain.
They don't have to be. Did you ever decide on that favor? If it would persuade you to talk, I'm still good for it.
You really don't give up, do you?
If you want me to get on my knees, I will.
There was this one favor I had in mind. But I wonder, do you even have what it takes to help me out with it?
Yes, actually. I already told you I'm ranked close behind Green and... Hey! Damn it! Get back here! Not bad.
Yeah, great guy. Well, I say great guy. As far as I know. It comes out tomorrow. Oh yeah, he's actually famous for fucking kidnapping people. Actually, very problematic. Wait, one left. Where? Yes. Aha! You know, he was the voice of Gillimon in Digimon Tamers. I didn't know that. Not the Pokemon, I am Gillimon. It's me, Gillimon! Leader of the Ultramarines! I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay, cool.
I'll take it.
Hey, it's me, meet one. I'm meet one. Nice.
Okay, let's keep it
That's
going.
Wario or Waluigi? Oh man, come on man, come on man, it's me one man. That's pretty good meat water, right? Wait.
get
Yeah,
started.
and I missed my cool thing.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I want drink. I don't know what it is, but I heard him if you smoke it,
You're
you're
same.
cool.
Guess White couldn't keep up. Damn, I'm surrounded. How the hell did this happen?
Need a hand?
Well, Neon White is
Can
so
handle
cool.
those creeps myself, you know.
A simple thank you would suffice.
Do I have to?
I would also accept some intel on Green.
Ring.
Give me a call and I'll show you how to do a meat one. That's okay. You don't have to.
Fine.
You
As
don't
much
have.
as
I don't
enjoy
need you to
watching
do
you
meat
spin your
one for me,
wheels, I
buddy.
suppose you've earned
Okay. Thank you, though. Okay.
Truth is,
I know
over
it'd be
time, it's
crazy.
made him lose his mind.
I would be the craziest, bestest one.
I knew he had an unfair advantage against us.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Green
No,
isn't
he doesn't
defending his
snort.
crown because he likes it here. He's just following orders.
I saw a post yesterday. That shit was disgusting, man.
You see, even
I
if you
meet
made
one.
it to the
I
top
hate
and
the look
obtained
of
his
pussy.
halo, all you
They're
win
scary.
at best is enslavement under the believers.
Like that? Innocent like that?
At worst, you'd become as feral and bloodthirsty
You should not
as
see a
Green
pussy
years
until,
into the
I don't
Halo's
know,
influence.
after marriage. That's what I think. I've been watching a lot of Andrew Tate. Mm-hmm.
They sound like a South Park
I
character.
don't get it. What the hell?
I don't know. I don't think the believers are who they claim to be. There's a lot about heaven that just seems off. Like, surely God can take care of this demon problem himself?
Put me in, coach. Listen, I don't
second
need you
person who's
upstaging
mentioned
me
this.
on my program, okay?
And again, I must insist that God is a jerk.
Whoa! What's with all the
All
sacrilege?
I know is this competition is a sham. To what end, I'm still unsure.
Then what's the point in participating further? Why not just cut our loss?
Because I think there might be. Have you ever heard of the Book of Life?
That's the thing Green mentioned. He said the believers don't.
Which leads me to believe it's the key to uncovering the truth.
Okay.
This is where my favor comes in.
Oh my
help
god.
me find the
Alright,
Book
you
of Life?
need me to. Alright, this is
Now that I've
important
got
to
my
you.
info, why
All
should
right.
I stick around?
Sorry, this is. Hey.
Yes, you go ahead, man.
Yeah, okay. It's for the shoulders. It's for the shoulders. Doesn't matter if it's early murder. It's for the shoulders.
Only joking.
That is a pretty good
help
mute
you.
mod.
I know.
I know.
And now that you've heard, you could probably do a better one. See, that's already better.
I don't like the look of pussy. It's so weird.
You gotta be a little bit more. You gotta have like a bubble on your throat.
Bro, he look like he's not like this.
Well, you know what it sounds like when you do like a little bit of helium?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll meet one, yo.
I'm sorry, it's Squidward now.
I'll meet one, yo.
You know what? You're doing a better Squidward than I would ever be able to.
Good, but we really need to work on your jokes.
Yeah, true.
Yes, man.
Oh shit, that's actually perfect.
Yeah, true.
You know what? I guess we all have our strengths.
Not
Yeah.
bad for a dead guy, huh?
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
But yeah, but Guillemot kind of sounds like that, and it was. I was shocked when I found out Stephen J. Bloom played Guillemot.
Ooh.
Olive.
Because he was the one that was like,
teal,
"What are you
smoke.
doing there, Takata, man?"
SpongeBob. I want to see your dick, SpongeBob.
I believe that's all of you.
It is
Please,
actually
allow
shocking
yourselves
how
before the
fucking
fucking
audience.
spot on that is.
Pull out your cocks, SpongeBob. It's cock inspection day, SpongeBob.
What's
We received reports that
You do,
this
Mr.
group
Krabs?
of neons snuck into
It's-
Heaven's
it's
Cloud9
me,
mini
Mr.
golf
Krabs.
last night.
You know, it's not the worst.
Tell us, neons, did you play a
I
few
did not
rounds? How was it?
I got a hole in one.
Well, I certainly hope.
I think it's better than what I can do. I don't think I can do Mr. Krabs.
Money, money, money,
My
money.
voice simply is not deep enough.
Let this be a lesson to any neons who might be tempted to stray.
Whoa, something
from
epic's
God's
happening in this
path.
game. Basically, by the way, you're like a Neon, you're a sinner who works for heaven to kill demons and shit.
Uh-huh.
And somehow something's just not quite right. Like right now, I think they like killed a Neon in cold blood just to show like where you guys stand.
Damn.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like something heaven should be doing.
Mm-hmm. You also eat out of garbage cans to get the good food because it's gruel or nothing. Also, one of your buddies was killed.
Oh.
It's a all for one sort of thing. Like one of the guys was like, "Hey man, you're like so cool, like Goku."
You're Mishy.
You're Messi. Yukino.
I mean, it's really fun to do the Kuwabara voice.
You're Messi. What do you mean you're dead?
I defy you to find one anime nerd out
As
there
for
who
the
does
rest
not
of you,
love doing the
things
Kuwabara
will
voice.
Only get challenging from here on out.
You can't die. You can't die until I beat you, Urameshi.
Who's gonna kick my ass now that you're dead, Urameshi?
Who's gonna beat my fucking skull in if you're dead, Urameshi?
Who's gonna sexually harass Keiko if you're not around, Urameshi?
I'm not gonna do it. I think that kind of stuff is weird. It's gotta be you. You,
Your Kuwabara is also better.
I was doing it almost every day for like years.
That's the problem. I haven't tried it in years.
God.
Say, Red, would you consider hunting for this book?
Oh, absolutely.
You're not concerned by the whole pup?
Of course not. Only idiots get caught.
Sure.
Besides, we're just doing all you have to do.
Yes.
If only they knew you were the.
Hey, I am not a baby.
Just do what you can. Later, Wyatt.
I'm not a baby.
This game does seem pretty cool, though.
It is. Alright, let's see. This game is pretty cool, and then also...
You are back.
Don't act so happy.
Let's see here. Do come back when you've improved your neon rank.
Okay, so now I've gotten far enough where I actually need to start going back and getting good times on shit. But I don't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna end for today. Instead, play a different.
By the way, I've been playing the demo for Absalom.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm surprised by how much that game lets you play for a demo. And
Yeah.
that shit is so fun.
I'm telling you, man, that I love
Like,
that
when
game.
Really?
Yes.
Well, shit. When I fucking get money and I can actually buy it, let's fucking play together.
Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I love playing the Vampire Lady.
Vampire Lady is really good. I like playing the dwarf guy.
I haven't tried the dwarf guy yet. He seems cool, though. He seems fun.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I was
But yeah, I ended up the other day downloading a bunch of demos and stuff, but like then I found out like only a few of them actually fucking play on the Steam Deck.
That sucks. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
It's fine. Also, have you tried the 1666 Amsterdam prologue yet? Demo?
No.
I haven't either, but I have it downloaded on my Steam Deck. What is this Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? When did I download that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that game's awesome.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's Jet Set Radio, but you know, legally distinct.
Not on Dreamcast.
Yeah, legally distinct. And
And
also
with its own art direction.
Yep, and it has what is that shit called? Bikes. And,
Bikes?
Yep, bikes, rollerblades, skateboards, and free running, if I remember correctly.
Nice. Oh yeah, I do have Double Dragon Neon. Did you ever watch the Double Dragon cartoon show when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah. I also watched that. It's funny. I have that theme song still like pops up in my head every once in a while.
It's absolutely escaping me right now.
To be a dragon, you gotta be strong. Oh, the double dragon. Yeah, it's a 90s cartoon theme song.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, did you see the new characters coming out for Street Fighter 6?
It was a Tifa and a couple other people I don't remember.
Yeah. Tifa, this guy Arjun, like 3 new characters, really 2, and then one is from like one of the game modes, so not excited. Antifa.
Did you say Antifa?
Antifa.
Now that's a designated domestic terrorist group.
Oof.
Even though it's not a group.
No, it's gotta be, because if it's not, then I don't know how to categorize it, and that makes me scared. When I'm scared, I'm angry.
But thank God, the KKK is not designated a domestic terrorist group.
True.
Thank God.
I need to play and beat Deltarune.
I played the first 2 chapters. I haven't played any of the other ones yet. Actually, are any of the other ones out yet?
Yeah, I think it's finished.
Is it finished?
I also
Maybe I should just buy it all on Steam, because all I have is the first 2 chapters on fucking Switch.
I also never finished Metal Gear Solid 2.
Really? Like ever, or just recently?
Yeah, ever. I'm like halfway through it, actually. Here, I'm gonna start streaming that again.
Did you ever finish Metal Gear Solid 3?
No. I was gonna play them all in order.
Ah, okay.
The only one I was gonna skip is 4, because I just can't play it.
Oh, because it's only on the fucking PS3?
Yeah.
I think you can play it on PS4 now.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure though.
Whoosh, all my problems are solved now. XD.
I think I have somewhere I have one of those little fucking things that lets you stream a console. I can lend that to you if you want.
That's probably okay.
You still want to skip it?
Yeah, I'll probably just skip it. If I don't skip it, I'll pirate it. If I pirate it, I mean absolutely gain it through completely legal means.
Yeah. But those means mean you can't play it on stream.
Yeah. Well, I can, of course, play it on stream. I'll just have to acquire it off stream
Right.
through, again, completely legal means.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I get all these stalker games? Like I have them, but I don't think I've ever played a single one of them ever. And I've had them since like fucking, I don't know, 2011, something like that.
I've heard that they're nothing but really good.
Yeah, but I just haven't played it.
You should try one.
Maybe. Let me see if I can get it to work on Steam one day. Or a Steam Deck. You know, I should try to finish Tunic at some point.
Oh yeah, the one with the little fox on the cover or whatever.
Yeah. The one that's basically Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Is the game still paused on the stream?
Yeah, I just closed it because I was gonna start doing a little bit of React streaming.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna react to?
Well, I've never. That was probably the first piece of Vampire Hunter D media I've ever consumed. So I was gonna just watch this little deep dive video on it for like the next 20 minutes after I grab some water. Which I'm gonna do right now, like taking off my headphones.
All right, cool. I'm gonna exit the call then.
And instead of the
And yeah, I'll watch you on stream and talk to you later.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Lunchabox played Broke Alert for 200 channel points.
Okay, Vampire Hunter D video. Yeah, me neither. What the hell? Oh.
My mom had a friend that basically the time that I saw Vampire. I cannot remember
Here we
the
go.
first time that I saw Vampire Hunter D. It's a weird thing to think about, right? I mean, others may have that issue with something like Snow White, but for me, Vampire Hunter D has lived rent-free in my head for as long as I can remember. Trying to narrow it down, it had to have been way past my bedtime in the early 90s on the Sci-Fi Channel. My mom had a friend that basically lived off Xena, Hercules, Star Trek, and cigarette butts. Her son was my surrogate older brother and used to enjoy waking me up in the middle of the night with his Spawn action figures or Chucky doll. Last I checked, he was living in the woods in a car somewhere. Anyway, I can clearly imagine myself tearfully going
The
downstairs
dream.
to complain and ending up watching Vampire Hunter D because it was just on, because the TV was always on, and it was always tuned to the Sci-Fi Network. Later, I would track D down in a movie gallery, my hometown's specific brand of blockbuster knockoff, and eventually I would come in contact with the much better, much sexier sequel, Vampire Hunter D: Bloodlust. However, that first film, simply and aptly titled Vampire Hunter D, has always had a special place in my heart. It certainly had an effect on my tastes, especially in the early 2000s when I was a hop skip away from becoming a straight up mall goth stereotype. And let me just say that there's very few people who can say that they were there before it was cool. And I'm not saying that about me. I'd argue that even within the anime manga sphere in the West, that Vampire Hunter D was never cool, but Hideyuki Kikuchi, the author of D, can certainly say he was there before it was cool. Created, produced, and published in Japan, Vampire Hunter D was about 25 years early on the Western vampire craze of the late 2000s. A vapid fad funded by very horny middle-aged women and perpetuated by girls my age. It was a dark time indeed. But 1983, Japan, there was no Twilight to rip off, no teeny bop money black hole in which to base a novel series around vampires. Kikuchi-san just made what he made because he wanted to do it, and it worked. It was a very slow burn, but hot damn, it worked. And it worked because when you do something the right way, it doesn't always have to be at the right time. The best things in entertainment exist in living, breathing universes. Tolkien's Middle-earth, for example, the Star Wars universe, Marvel and DC's respective interwoven web of characters and locations. Like if you're reading Spider-Man, you know when Peter Parker
Well, I don't know. You know what? Sure. Okay, sure.
Parker's crying about MJ, that Wolverine is off doing something awesome at that exact same moment. D is no different. The world Kikuchi-san created is vast and storied. Each novel is a snapshot of one corner or another of a land steeped in depression from a dying reign of vampiric overlords that lasted thousands of years. However, you wouldn't know that from simply watching the first film, which is respectively based off the first novel. So today, I want to talk about Kikuchi-san himself, the world he created, and most importantly, Vampire Hunter D 1985, the classic film that brought D to the West and turned a niche little story into one of the best-selling book series of all time. This is Vampire Hunter D. Let's get into it. We've ever worked with because their statues are simply ever made for the franchise. Amano signature on it. Set your for this video. Now let's get on with around in both America and Japan for them to begin to follow their more, let's say, artistic dreams, the fruit of which would highly influence my upbringing in the 90s. Series like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, The Neverending Story, The Goonies, E.T., Stand By Me, Back to the Future, the list of boomer genre flicks goes on. And
boomer.
The interesting thing about them is the cultural osmosis they created. Kids in the 80s and 90s grew up with these same kinds of pulp fiction that boomers did when they were kids, thanks to them. Westerns, crazy sci-fi, high fantasy, all of these were mainstays of the pulp fiction that boomers read when they were children. Essentially, the 80s was the first example of a pop culture retro boom. It just happened to be in film. And Japan was really no different, which is where we meet the author of Vampire Hunter D, Hideyuki Kikuchi. He was born in 1949, and remember that because it's very important, in Choshi. Now, I checked out Choshi because I'm interested in where these people come from and how they lived, and I gotta say, it kinda seems like paradise. It's a coastal city in Chiba Prefecture, almost directly east from Tokyo, with a livable population density, which is kinda hard to find in a city in Japan. And it actually kinda reminds me of a big Japanese Cape Cod without all the junkies. It is peninsular, totally surrounded by water, and all about the fishing. But just 4 years before Kikuchi-san was given his first slap on the booty, signaling the harsh reality of consciousness, just 83 miles away, Tokyo was bombed to the ground. Now, this is a lesser known reality of the Second Great War, but it wasn't just Hiroshima and Nagasaki that got leveled by the Americans. Some would say that the nuked cities got off lucky. Tokyo was hit by the biggest and most destructive air raid of the entire war, which completely leveled 16 square miles of the city and killed somewhere between 83 to 100,000 people. The 279 B-29 bombers used 1,665 tons of explosives, but more importantly, brand new incendiaries, consisting of accelerants like napalm to rain down on the mostly wooden city. And while that would have been bad enough, a perfect pattern of weather and wind created a phenomena called a firestorm. Tornadoes of fire ripped through the city, and the air temperatures got so hot that human beings literally burst into flames. The vast majority of the victims were civilians. And 4 years later, when Kikuchi-san was born in beautiful Choshi, a little 2 hours west of him was an apocalyptic wasteland. On top of the casualties, over 1 million people were left homeless. Many of them fled to the country to find family or simply somewhere else to be. And it's very likely that many found themselves in Choshi. This is, of course, conjecture due to the typical reclusiveness of the Japanese, especially Japanese creators, but it would not be a stretch to assume that a young Hideyuki would have been regaled by tales of survivors of the Tokyo bombing, likely a witness to the burn victims, or even visited Tokyo during its reconstruction. So why does this matter, right? We're talking about the 80s, the good times, man. You know, AIDS and crack and Ronald Reagan, bro. Well, just like the American boomers who created the pulp films I grew up enjoying, the Japanese boomers were coming into their own as well in the 80s. However, while the Americans had a wistful sense of Leave It to Beaver nostalgia for the simple times mixed into their genre pieces, their Japanese counterparts had existential horror of post-apocalyptic terror. Vampire Hunter D isn't the first of Kikuchi-san's novels, a list which includes Demon City Shinjuku as well as Wicked City. However, it was where he truly came into his own. The Japanese were highly aware of what was going on entertainment-wise in the West, how the genre pieces were hitting the box office and making the boomers rich as fuck as the kids squeed with joy and bought all the toys. Kikuchi, who had worked as a translator for novels and already had put out Demon City Shinjuku in 1982, wanted to get in on that fat cash. He had already made a name for himself. However, he just couldn't take out the titties and gore, so his endeavor was kind of doomed from the start. In 1983, he put out his personal vision of Indiana Jones in his Treasure Hunter series, and then released the first novel of currently 40 in the Vampire Hunter D series. And why vampires, man? It's 1983, who cares? Well, it's because in the 50s, the Hammer films were huge, particularly the horror of Dracula, which along with many others made their way to Japan. And I can't drive home enough how this was an era of boomer nostalgia. However, Vampire Hunter D isn't simply a horror novel. It is literally coined as post-apocalyptic science fiction, Lovecraftian horror, dark fantasy, occult folktale, romance. And what's weirder is how well that works The world of D, like I said earlier, is a universe unto itself. Taking place 10,000 years in the future leaves a lot to be uncovered and plenty of time for things to change so drastically as to be unrecognizable. It's enough time for civilizations to rise and fall, for technology to be created and lost, for new legends and myths to arise in the wake of power unimaginable to the filthy, squalling humans lost in the maelstrom of simple survival on an Earth forever changed. In short, it's genius. However, the first novel doesn't really explain much, so much as introduce you to some concepts. And this, of course, was the one that was adapted into the movie we're talking about today. It was meant as an introduction to the series, but also something that could work as a standalone in case the novel crashed and burned. However, by the time Vampire Hunter D 1985 was released, there were 3 well-selling novels in the franchise, and the hope was likely that for each novel an anime would be produced as a counterpart. Obviously, that wasn't the case. In fact, if you know your anime history, or have at least dipped your toes into the wild world of classic anime, D could be written off easily as another weird property some coked out 80s dude threw money at for whatever reason. And if you're in our Patreon and you join the watch parties, you know exactly the kind of stuff that I'm talking about right now. It also doesn't help that the movie was produced by Ashi Productions, who have what I would call an eclectic portfolio to say the least. They've done everything from Violence Jack Harem Bomber to some Mega Man OVA to Futari Ecchi to even Macross 7. I would kind of put them under the category of horny and likes robots. However, D was one of the pioneering anime of the 80s made specifically for an older audience rather than a general one. I imagine the conversation went something like this. Kikuchi-san, can we not have this demon's head erupt into a fountain of blood and maybe take the titty out here? It's a bit much for the kids. To which Kikuchi replied, fuck the kids. And it turns out that attitude kind of worked. In a way, films like Vampire Hunter D were exactly what American audiences, in particular, were waiting for. They just didn't know it. However, because of this, the film was given a pretty low budget, leaving its finished look somewhere between televised anime and a movie. It did simply okay. However, it was one of the earlier films of this type to be brought to America after Akira's eventual cult success. It had a small US theatrical release in 1992 and then ended up in my brain thanks to the Sci-Fi Channel. Another important thing to remember is that 1992 wasn't exactly the golden age of English anime voice work. Films like Vampire Hunter D were brought overseas mainly by enthusiastic fans who happened to work in the business. Nevertheless, we got it, and in the shape it was in, but it opened doors for Americans into the world of D and adult anime. So what I want to do now is take a look at the first couple minutes. The movie opens up with a tiny crawl that gives you the absolute minimum information. This story takes place in the distant future when mutants and demons slither through a world of darkness. Cool, okay. However, the accompanying imagery is what really catches the eye. The twisted and beautiful yet decrepit castle in the middle of a rusty red wasteland backlit by the moon while a blood-red planet hangs in the equally red sky. This kind of architecture and imagery isn't something that would be widely appreciated until the release of Bloodborne on PS4 in 2015, a full 30 years later. This landscape, as well as much of the visual flair to the world of D, is almost completely thanks to the vision of our Lord and Savior.
I don't know about that. Fucking Castlevania was very popular. Like Castlevania Requiem. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yoshitaka Amano. Like Kikuchi-san, Amano-san now enjoys celebrity.
Actually, this could be a fun Vampire the Masquerade, Vampire the Requiem game. True.
Status. He's responsible for creating Gatchaman, Tekkaman the Space Knight, Hutch the Honeybee, and Kashan. However, it was around 1982 when he went independent that he really took off as an artist. And one of his first projects was illustrating for Vampire Hunter D in 1983. Oh, and he also designed basically every single Final Fantasy character ever created, but you know, whatever. Amano actually worked very closely with the animation department on the film, which is kind of unusual, but he had prior experience from his years working on none other than Speed Racer. And it's thanks to that even with a relatively small budget, D came out at least unique. So moving on, we see a young girl cautiously walking through long grass bathed in shadow. Somewhere within range, a monster is looking for food. And on first sight, it looks like a cross between a dinosaur and an alien from Alien. When she hears the monster, she rushes forward and blasts it with light. Clearly, this is a trap of some kind. The monster turns, and she shoots it in the neck, creating a giant spurt of blood. The creature then spits blood back at the girl, who cleanly dodges it as it inexplicably explodes. A chase begins. Buttshot, the girl calls her horse. While she rides, she raises her energy rifle and fires 3 more shots, the last hitting the monster in its head, which explodes in a ball of gore. Closing in on the felled whore, the girl checks to make sure it's dead. Satisfied with the results, she turns, but the monster rears up and latches onto the neck of her horse. And I mean, look at this horse. It's having a bad day. It's then that she pulls out a whip, wraps it around the creature's neck, and somehow this thing has the ability to send an electric current through it. I don't know. She then shoots the monster's head clean off its neck. Turning to check on her horse, which personally I would have considered a lost cause by now, she sees its throat in the jaws of a giant werewolf. Horse in mouth, it carefully tears her cross off of her neck with one finger and scoots away. Out of nowhere, a giant vampire shows up in a bolt of lightning. The girl recognizes him as a noble and ineffectively fires at him, only for him to pull out the fangs. The screen goes black, and boom, Vampire Hunter D logo. Guys, that is 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes we get futuristic weapons, a mutant monster that can live with its brains hanging out, knowledge that humans are still riding horses, the idea of the strength and intelligence and that werewolves exist, and the fact that vampires are considered nobles and guns don't do jack to them, the fact that this is going to be very bloody, and of course, Buttshot. I feel that this scene alone really sets the precedent for the film. The budget may have not been up to snuff, which generally leaves things lacking in the animation department, but they knew where to put their assets, and ultimately the writing and directing does the job. It's clear that the people working on D believed in their project and did the absolute best with what they had. Not only is this fantastic imagery, I mean, you know exactly what you're going to be getting right off the bat, but it is also a ton of visual information that isn't just explained to you. It's shown rather than told, and much of D is like that. The environment and people within the stories tell you about the world and the state of things. And then of course, you get D himself, a tall man with long, beautiful hair riding a mechanical horse, wearing a black, wide-brimmed, pointed hat, huge caped coat, and a wicked curved sword across his back. He is cold, unflappable, and seemingly drifts about unendingly across the windy plains of the frontier. He is by profession a vampire hunter. However, within him are many secrets. Some are revealed in the film. For instance, his left hand is some kind of magical symbiote with a nasty sense of humor who seems to exist mostly to torture D with said sense of humor. But he also happens to have something kind of akin to Miroku's wind tunnel from Inuyasha, amongst other various tricks and abilities. D himself is also a Dhampir, half vampire, half human, making him the ultimate tragic hero. He has a lust for blood that he can never satiate due to compassion for humans, but he's also hated by the nobility for his mixed blood. On top of that, he's feared and hated by humans simply because of what he is, regardless of any achievements. D also exists in a world of endless strife, so he only works for pay, which earns him the same amount of respect as a bounty hunter that is also a demon. He knows love, but isn't able to embrace it. It can also be assumed that he is very old. But as far as the film itself, or even the first novel, Vampire Hunter D isn't what you'd call one of the greats. The animation is subpar for a movie. The story, which mostly revolves around the girl from the beginning, Doris Lane, being freed from the vampiric curse put upon her, which of course pits Dee and Left Hand against a noble and his minions in the attempt to protect her and break the curse. It's nothing super special if you're looking at it objectively. Obviously, this video has been full of awesome shots and action from the film, but really going into it, at least the plot of Vampire Hunter D 1985, is kind of unnecessary. If you want more info on Dee himself and more lore on the world, I recommend checking out our other Vampire Hunter D video when this is done. However, within this first story's very simple plot lies seeds upon seeds for furthering a story and expanding a world. There's imagery within the film that is iconic to this day, and I think judging a film like this arbitrarily by itself is kind of pointless, regardless of quality, which, mind you, doesn't bother me at all personally. The impact of this film can't be denied. It was a crack in the door that shone a light on what could be done with mature animation. It was one of the first, more widely witnessed examples of what was waiting for us across the sea. It's difficult to relay the kind of liberation something like Vampire Hunter D was at the time. The late 80s and early 90s in the West were a tumultuous period where children were political chess pieces, and how to properly protect them from the dangers of violent media was a career maker for some of the most awful people still residing in the American government today.
It is a sick, disgusting video game in my judgment. It's an effort to trap and kill women. Shame on people that produce that trash. It's child abuse in my judgment.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Without the early introduction of Dee, I likely wouldn't have found other movies like Ninja Scroll or Kikuchi-san's other works that have come to define this channel, like Wicked City. And I think, importantly for me, it led me to find the world of Vampire Hunter D within the books, and it's truly engaging. Since its Western debut, the film has become a cult classic and led a lot of people in defining their tastes when it comes to anime. Its sequel film, Bloodlust, which surpasses the first in every single way, would drastically help in that endeavor, and we will be covering that in October. However, if you're already a super fan, or if this video has got you interested in the universe or just this movie, now is absolutely the best time to give it a shot or to watch this film again. Sentai Filmworks has remastered the original, redubbed it, and released it on Blu-ray. It is leagues better than it used to be. It's crazy how much better it looks. You've been seeing visuals from it this entire time. But honestly, the new dub is fantastic. Now is also the best time to get into the Vampire Hunter D novels as well. Dark Horse Comics, who have been in charge of the manga adaptation of the books, started releasing omnibus versions of the novels. I have the first one here already, and I believe the second one is due out soon. It's 3 books in one, and you get a physical version of it. But if it's cool right now, doesn't mean it'll stay that way forever. Personally, when I was a kid, I read comic books, I loved superheroes, I loved anime, and everybody thought that that was the stupidest thing in the world. Now, comic book movies make more money than any movies have ever made previously, and like, everybody's a weeb. It's a weird existence. Kikuchi-san tried, and arguably failed, to grab the boomer genre flick fad while it was hot. However, in doing things his way, which of course was titties and gore, over time, his vision of this post-apocalyptic future, inspired by the post-war existence he led when he was a child and the films that inspired him as he grew up, turned into one of the best-selling novel series of all time, with well over 17 million copies sold worldwide. Not to mention 2 animated movies, a manga, radio dramas, and much more. Sometimes it just takes time. Sometimes it just takes the product finding the right audience. But before Fallout, before Bloodborne, before Akira, there was Hideyuki Kikuchi and Vampire Hunter D, and it's going stronger than ever. Guys, hey, don't forget about Figurama's insane Vampire Hunter D statue. This is a literal once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm telling you, man, these things sell out on day one. If you are a super fan, this is your time. We don't get commission. I'm not trying to make money off of your sale. I just want to make sure that you get your opportunity. To help out a little bit, use code BPVHDFC for $25 off. I would like to thank our lucky patron of the week, Elevator Music, and our high tier patron of the week, Omni Penguin. My name is Mike. This is Bonsai Pop. Thanks so much for watching. We got more D. We have more horror. So check it out.
After the Spider-Verse trailer released on December 11, 2017, some guy wrote in his Facebook, "I have nothing to do with this movie. Leave me alone." And he's kinda right. He isn't mentioned in interviews, nor he is a part of a production team. What doesn't add up is that this guy was briefly mentioned in the credits as a visual consultant. The thing is that his name is mentioned, but not in the official version, and all the animators call him art director and are unanimously giving him highest respect for setting the spirit of the future cartoon. This guy's name is Alberto Mielgo, and the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was stolen from him. We used to call Into the Spider-Verse a revolution, but it's a revolution gone wrong. It's a subpar compared to what it could have become. In fact, this story has already received some publicity, and the name of Mielgo is now the talk of the town in the all-fan communities. But it seemed to me that people that are sharing this story haven't actually paid attention to Mielgo's work. And as a matter of fact, have you seen his footage of Spider-Man? I've looked into everything that led to the original art director's work and found the cartoon that we regrettably lost. This is a story about cartoon created at Tech Labs, misleading PR and standing up to the system, and also how Penny Parker has moved to the Love, Death and Robots. Because the cartoon that we...
I remember that I Love, Death and Robots episode. Give me a minute, actually. Give me a minute. Maybe. Okay. Nice.
I am Jason Bowman. I'm the director.
Hi, Jace.
we lost actually was kind of released in 2020. Do you know how big screen cartoons are made? Luckily, we were blessed with the leaks of emails between Sony directors. We are interested in two big directors, Amy Pascal and Doug Belgrand. They were idly texting and throwing ideas like, let's rejuvenate the Spider-Man by 2018, or let's make some flashy and juicy Spider-Man cartoon, or let's text to Arthur he can make great great cartoon and all that stuff, but the producers Phil Lordum and Christopher Miller was assigned to the project with one clear task: to make something flashy and juicy by December 2018. The first task the producer tackled was to assemble creative lab to find the most avant-garde stuff. They needed an art director who can put together something awesome, and then one of the recruiters was looking through the Hollywood database and came across an interesting profile of a guy named Alberto Mielgo. You remember him, right? Are you feeling where the story goes? So, all you need to know about this guy: once he was asked to draw a few concept arts for the 7th Harry Potter movie, and it was the time when the movie didn't even have a script. In the end, all of his shots made into the movie, and this shot actually inspired a whole scene that wasn't even in the book. This guy even worked for the Cartoon Network. But more importantly, he just won the 2013 Emmy Award for the visually innovative Tron Uprising. What's most important is that he seems to understand comics. He draws some himself and also animated superhero characters for the Oscars. And I especially like his Batman. First time when Goofy Batman looks actually cool. But there is one problem in animation. What Pixar and Disney do is extremely successful and has taken over the entire industry, but it has created perception that 3D animation can look only like this. And if you look through Mielgo's work, he tries himself in 2D and 3D. He has pronounced style, high contrast, sharp edges and geometric shapes, vibrant colors and a lot of dynamics, extensive work with the silhouette and movement. His images show some cool elaboration of urban landscapes and skyscrapers. In his personal studio, he was creating concepts of such physical superheroes, and this art from 2010 has nothing to do with the Spider-Man, but I am sure this art gave him job. Here's the thing, the Mielgo spirit was far beyond that. Sony's recruiter absent-mindedly overlooked another part of Mielgo's works: an oil painting of pornographic actress and Philips advertisement. Something is about to go wrong. So Alberto is literally the first person to walk on a completely empty floor in the Sony office, with no directors or producers. Officially, he was hired on a small contract to create a test animation. The best Hollywood scouts take him to the rooftops with the camera. He does intensive research into everything related to the Spider-Man and dedicates all his time to one simple task: to make something brand new. He is given a full Cate Blanchett and a budget to assemble Dream Team, and this team mentions in the credits as a visual development. Visual development in this case has to come up with the cartoon style and concepts and the technology needed to get the concepts on the screen. This is a big creative and engineering challenge. The Spider-Verse has an incredibly open production process. I have never seen so much material for any cartoon, and so you can track how much original team's work has been put in the final product, checking the social media of the artist. As for Mielgo's legacy, what's really left of it? The main piece of evidence is this test animation of Mielgo himself, which made to the final cut almost unaltered. It's divided into 3 segments. First, a dark trailer about the death of Peter Parker. Interestingly, this version of the storyboard is followed almost frame by the very first Spider-Verse trailer of 2017. And although that teaser is only slightly different from the cartoon in terms of mood, scene and especially technology, many shots have made in the theaters with little or no change. Even at this stage, I feel like it is obvious that our Spaniard deserves to be mentioned in interviews more. The second concept trailer is a wild action. Cut that test to the limit of what you can do with the rhyme and goes crazy with the comic segment. The third, in fact, small piece of an action scene which somehow completely lost its spirit, as it made into the final film, although it retains the large frame with the protagonist's mask, which is most typical of Miguelgo's direction. What else can we spot?
It feels organic. It looks like
That's it. The
film.
lines on top
The
of
skin tones
3D
are amazing.
models.
When
Here,
people
for example, the stroke picturing oblique iris was definitely borrowed from him. And get ready. This is Gwen Stacy, and I have a serious question. Which version would be more popular on the Pornhub?
Go to horny jail.
You can find many other intersections with art, a familiar of Hitler car, lines hanging in the air above the mud, and a few more touches typical of his work, like abstract lines just hanging over the city. All concept art is drawn exactly like Alberto's style, a fine balance of hyper detail and abstract imaginary. But perhaps what is more important is not even some specific drawings, but the general idea that Miguelgo calls visual impressionism, inspired by oil paintings. So basically, to understand this style, squint your eyes. I'm serious right now. Okay, so what you see right now? Most likely my hair, glasses, beard and shirt. This is enough to recognize me, my silhouette. It was the principle of simplifying while detailing that becomes the driving force in the cartoon's design, which other people later boasted in interviews. In 2015 alone, perhaps the most powerful creative team on the planet, led by Alberto, created the following: the first character concepts and techniques for working with space, impressive animatics and 3 different moods of the cartoon, and almost all of it has made into the final cut. Furthermore, Alberto also came up with the posters and movie logo. Under his watchful guidance, the team has created 4 absolutely delightful test shots. And then one morning, Alberto was fired for no defining reason. He didn't know why he was fired, and he didn't know who was behind that decision. He packed his bags, blocked his employer on Facebook, and wrote this: I had to quit all my artists, all my works, leave educational materials and ideas behind. If you're an artist, you can imagine what it feels like. The day the trailer released, Alberto wrote that he has nothing to do with it. But when cartoon released, Miguelgo was getting more and more respect on social media for creating the basis of future cartoon. Spider-Verse wins Golden Globe. It was a great segment to name bunch of names that were involved into creation of Spider-Verse, but no one mentions Spaniard. Alberto writes a post on his personal blog telling the story without pointing fingers. He apologizes for Facebook bombing and reminds all sympathizers to avoid insinuating other authors. When I was kicked out, the rest of the team had a whole film to make. The post ends with the phrase, even though I think I have a pretty sweet mention in the book, maybe no, I'm not sure. The 25-page art book consists of Alberto's concepts. His name is not to be found anywhere. The reason behind the mysterious visual consultant title and why Sony directors and producers don't advertise my work is not good or bad, honest or dishonest. It's a problem that comes with a shitty lawyer. So this was a story of a poor artist being fired by a big corporation, and thank God that he was fired, because it saved the Spider-Man cartoon at the very last moment. After all, the dude made a technological and stylistic revolution where it was so uncalled for it. You must understand one thing that reviewers and video essay creators on YouTube do not know. Far from always doing something breakthrough, something to the maximum and the highest quality is a good thing. Avant-garde things will be appreciated first of all by the professionals, not by reviewers or average viewers. Often people do not understand what the breakthrough is. Therefore, many great works that move genre forward bombed in the box office and wasn't appreciated and accepted by society. To understand my point and understand why am I right, we need to see the whole picture. So let's talk about Into the Spider-Verse and why it is not a revolution or innovative cartoon. Spider-Verse is very different from other theatrical releases, but most of the tricks that made the audience go nuts have been around for many years. You just didn't notice them. A 3D animated pencil, splitting a picture into halftones, combining different styles, every eye-catching trick can be easily tracked. Line work was developed by Pixar in its short animated films. Reduced frame rate for 3D objects was in a Gorillaz video. Let me show you this clip by KDA to really drive my point home. I should also remind you about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles used lines, comic bubbles, and combination of different art styles in one cartoon in 2010. What Sony came up with caused a complete perception shift in the eyes of regular viewers. Sony's main achievement is in fact in collecting this already researched stylistic stack and bringing it to the big screen. When the wide audience said, "Oh my god, no one has been done this before, this is unbelievable," the professionals just said, Finally, someone brought this visual style to the mainstream. I was always interested in animation since childhood. I even created a device for rotoscope myself. Then I switched to the digital and burned 3 hard drives with 2 short animated cartoons. I remember the times when I was running around different studios offering my project with similar visual styles and animation. But it was because of that everyone refused to work with me. So why then so much talk about Spider-Verse? It all comes down to the marketing, sir. Or means depends on who watches. Sony realized how people reacted to the end product and that critics are for the most part unanimous with viewers who don't understand anything. So they began a full-blown advertisement campaign, inflating this revolution bubble that was in fact misleading. It's called Oscar bait. If you need some talking heads that brag about their work, you need everyone whose name came up to be ready to give the right interview. This, in part, is the reason why Miguel person non grata. Because while he worked for Sony, he was doing something completely different. Everyone always missed the main point of this story. The dude was fired after a scandal. So why he was fired? Miguelgo was hired to build a lab, explore possibilities, and create an animation revolution, but something went wrong. As a result, the big screen shows a caution, evolutionary process well within what it expected in the industry. I personally think that Miguelgo was too professional. The guy took the task too far. And in the end, the only thing that went into the cartoon is one frame. And you can see how strikingly different it is from the rest of cartoon. The test animatics he was hired for was never finished. He had only 4 frames. Compared to the final renders of the same scene, they look at least kinda dull, don't you think? And everyone seems to ignore Miguelgo's words about the story.
It was a little bit less cartoony and a bit more realistic. A more realistic version basement. These are like a little bit more realistic. I think you're noticing a pattern here.
Judging by Alberto's portfolio from a decade ago, he tried out everything at the start of his career. He has bright and elegant works, but we are in the timeline when the second side of his work took over. As he progressed in his career, the more non-mainstream side of things took over. The second part of the story begins in a Facebook post, November 24, 2015. I watched Zootopia and really liked it, but it is not good news for animation. It means that it will be dominated by fucking animals for another decade. And that means it's time for me to start working on something else. Based on the data, it was exactly that moment when he started working hard on Into the Spider-Verse.
I mean, animation nowadays is really fucked up. What's wrong with animation nowadays? I mean, it's what is all this shit about? Like, I cannot stand any more animal talking.
And actually, he didn't like everything about the script. This is how he was talking about the pitch while he was still working.
And then in the third act, he saved the kingdom of the cows and the world, and
Hey,
then
man.
you go back home feeling like shit because you need to pay your.
Can I just say, animals, fucking talking animals is largely why we have cartoons, period. So, like, okay, let's not pretend like we're just above animals talking. All right, I agree. I don't want to limit it to just animals talking, but I'm just saying, man, like, there's nothing inherently wrong with animating a couple of fucking funny animals saying funny things, you know? All I'm saying.
Friend, and this love just saved the world, you know, like no more animal talkings, no more fucking heroes.
Even at design level, Mielgo doesn't share the value of traditional heroic myth and leans towards relatable stories about real people with human problems, and he dragged this realism into the cartoon. Consider a slightly more realistic version of the Spider-Base. Realistic. I feel like you can see the pattern that merging here. By the way, his view on Spider-Man is very similar to this David Fincher one with Edward Norton in the main role. What? You did not know that? Yes, in the 90s we could get a dark, depressed version of Spider-Man from creator of Fight Club. If you're interested in this story, hit the like and write a comment. Back to Alberto. He is very comfortable with human anatomy, and his Instagram is filled with our bodies, mundane, realistic imperfections.
We're
In
not
his
even
own
interested
words,
in
his
seeing that. They
concept
did
of
not write about
Spider-Man is
that, by the
body
way.
type that real climbers
3 years
should
didn't
have.
write about
He
that.
created 3 trailers
Crazy.
with different undertones, but they all share the same realistic vision. This isn't a modern skinny spider, this is a heavy, overweight and slightly awkward carcass. The task was to target the young audience with that cartoon, but those plastics were closer to the Spider-Man of the 90s. Because Mielgo's works are based on the real shots of people, he literally brought the same vision he had 10 years ago. He constantly plays with focus and exposure jumps. His composition is often disrupted when most of the frame is something that no one can make sense of, and there is virtually no animation plastics. Alberto himself said, "I think I use more live action and cinema in general than animation per se." He likes to go one step further
You're heading
than
to
obvious
bed?
solution. Morales looks either a badass
You give me a half-hour video that you don't even finish it with
Stacy
me?
and Penny Parker, which by the way is drawn in the same way as the rest of the characters. I don't find the very idea of mixing styles in the concepts of Mielgo's era, but this art, well, this
Yeah,
is
man, me
out of
too.
line,
What the
Mielgo
hell?
said. Now, after a while, I think my Spider-Man was generally overly.
I was about to click on something else, and it's like, oh, aren't you gonna finish the video? Come on, man, aren't you gonna finish this cool video I linked you? Come on. And then I'm like, well, I guess yeah, I will finish it. I guess I will finish it then. I don't want to be a dickhead. Poof, good. Good, thank God, because I thought you were gonna be a real piece of shit, Sage. I thought you were gonna be the worst fucking guy in the world and not watch all of my video, all 30 minutes of my video. And you better not fucking fast forward through it. Yeah, in fact, slow it down. I want you to savor it. I want you to savor the words.
Aggressive. But there was one important thing left, the technological pipeline. That's it.
Man, so none of this shit got used. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now you're just putting words in my mouth. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Fucking now I'm getting gaslit. Yeah, very well. Okay. All right, just gaslight me. Okay. Sure. I put words into your mouth. Huh. Interesting.
Smoke weed every day.
Interesting.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Lunchabox played Smoke Weed Every
Hello
Day,
here, buddy.
Remix 1, for 100 channel points.
We're ready for sound check.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm actually working on a. Actually. Here, listen to this song that I'm working on and then go to sleep. That's what I have so far. I probably can just repeat that a couple of times. I can do and then I could just, yeah, I'll repeat that, I think. Because, yeah, fuck. How long is the... Wait, this goes kind of cool. This sounds kind of cool. Let's see, does it need anything?
She my protege, I'm starting mid-Zans. If you let me be praying, fast money, hot topic, crazy bottle, but got options, I'm all cash out, but I'm never out of pocket. I'm made like Lucky, but I'm in it for the money. Think I'm cruising in a Cuddy, but I'm really doing 100. I'm a good and bad nigga, they could do you with just rock you. I'm an Adderall demon in a land like Paul Walker. I be praying when I'm speeding, probably send him a guy talking. I know nothing in life is free, and no good come from cheap. Pull up loud and sipping lean, and valet can't keep the key. If you see force the pocket wipe, I got drink up in the party, still gon' make the sky spark. She a free up, never.
Yes, bro. Remember track 1, out on bail? I'm house arrest, you was down, Key was out on bail. Yeah, nigga, that was the real black blood. Caught a case and backed up, no snitching, that's love.
What it is, what it was, bro. And we still here, waiting for Bobby, free Bobby, black blood, yeah.
I see Gotti, what up, mommy?
Black blood, yeah.
6 Ks, 3 Tommy,
that's up, yeah.
Welcome to the bad side.
with you and cousin, I threw a few curves. Fuck it, he can't fuck with me, you was too firm. Bruh, just do my daughter like you would do yours. Done, no problem with yours is mine. I dump the 4 problem, do more than ride. I'm coming with 4 choppers, order 9. You think you're crazy, he literally lost his mind. And we still in the hood with the grill and the knives up. And if the Rico in your hood, boy, your time's up. Jesus, peace, shine, something I recently fired up the Dutch, we smoking like we can be high. If you a real street nigga, how I feel, how I feel. You a sticker just to get a dollar bill, dollar bill. If your grandma ain't gone, and these niggas wanna dead you, but your hammer game strong, how I feel, how I feel. If you ever been in jail, let us know, let us know. 5 in, and you got a lot to go, lot to go. If you feeding for your mail, and the COs keep cleaning out your cell, you don't like it, let us know, let us know. And when it's time for beef, they'll steady to bring the pump. J Long green the AK like she ain't gonna duck, whatever. It's a rap, I gotta go nut, 2 strikes, so I gotta hold the biggest board up. Bitch, drive him in the back seat. Benny roll up, hit the lights when the car stop. I lift them both up. She ain't gonna Benny like grenade in a semi, Jordan or Pippin. You can't stop me when I'm ready. I need a safe that can fill a time. I'm eating great, tell a nigga run. He can play chase when the killers come. I take H to these niggas up. I blaze 8, then I send them vacate when I spin a trunk. Nice, not the proper word. Dude got the key straight, locked and turned. Spit it 16 to a mockingbird. Spit it 16 to anything you got, I burn. Is it clear? I'm a grizzly bear when I rock the bird. Benny in the coop with the lights on. Yeah, Benny got the game in the python. Dude hot, even with his ice on. Standing in the booth, Billy D, put my mic on. If you a real street nigga, how I feel, how I feel. You
like the president and I come straight from out the A. Fuck on the ones, then she fuck take. They say I'm dumb, I tap my face. Can't hide this money where I stay. Can't get the drop on where I lay. In that AMG, doing about 200. It's just me and bro. Fuck what these niggas talking about, they know Lil Ray gon' rock out for sure. Block 23, knock that little boy head off if he get too close. And I don't give a damn if that's your bitch, you better not like my got the streets hot. Every day a different vibe, I'm fucking on a new thought. Bruh, got them else, I heard he finna cop a new yacht. He pussy nigga this and put his ass inside a new pot. And yeah, we spent your house. Bitch, that boy, what you gon' do about it? I think I'm finna sin again. They put a post up when we left, man, fuck that shit, let's spin again. We look like the army, it's a stick and it's a switch on all my men. Free my bros up out the pen, I'm not gon' say that shit again. But it's a binary switch. Go all in my DM, don't come after me, go find a put him in the graveyard. We ain't trying to leave him with no stick. Got that dog shit, ask around, I'm having money like I'm Mitch. They ask for Lil Ray, this not Lil Ray. Let them meet Diablo. If I see that car again, I swear I'm aiming for his taco. Who said that we would fucking pull up your pants? I just want the topo. We done burned up every splat. Fuck it, let's spin out the Tahoe. That ain't your hoe, boy, that's my hoe. All that money, boy, that's not yours. Ducking 12 like dodging potholes. I don't fuck with nasty cobbles. I get in her guts and knock her loose. Think she need a screw. It's not enough room for everybody. Only brought a few. In that cat, I act the fool. Bust him if he grip his tool. Won't yell at you, I shoot at you. Pop out the cut like peekaboo. My teacher told me I wasn't gonna be shit. I dropped out of school. Now I'm lit as fuck, they on my dick, the teacher trying to man, that shit be crazy. Her friends calling my phone, talking about we got a baby. I done it, thought I owed it off the drink, this codeine got me lazy. Pull me up, I said pull me up, I'm going codeine brazy. I know she down the ride, I get that drop, I spin out her Mercedes. He look A's on my neck, I don't need no chain, I'ma let him hang. I'm hitting in that spot, I beat it up, I'm loving how she sang. If I 23 just pop this bitch, I'm feeling like I'm James. Every time a body drop, they pointed us like we to blame. That shit be lame, but it's okay, cause we know where his mama stay. We know where his auntie stay. We gon' kill them all today. In that wicked, if this shit get wicked, better stay on your side. We outside, these niggas behind. 556, these bullets be flying, nigga. These fucking good days around my neck. Listen, nigga, real quick.
Yeah, G-Roll. What's the deal,
How you finna rob nigga ass on foot? Terrorize shit, I get a hurt.
Master, bitch, I'm fancier than Squidney. Fuck a body shot, we aiming at his equilibrium. I'm just chilling with my millies, waiting till the billies come.
What area I'm from? Bitch, 51. Quarter after quarter stuffing woods, I got hippie lungs. Swerving trying to scale it, he got shorted cause my digi jump. Sick they see me ballin' trying to double team and rip me up. Sick they see me ballin' trying to knock me off my pivot. You ain't got a whip, what's in my pocket, could've bought a Civic. You ain't even in my shoes, I barely talk to critics. Same motherfuckers try to shoot the ball and miss it. High as hell, I turn the TV on and let it watch me. Me, myself, and I, shit, I'm feeling like the top 3. Blessing after blessing, can't rush Godspeed. How you call yourself the GOAT? Bitch, stop please. How you call yourself the GOAT, but you not me? Spot like H&M, fiends pull up just to cop jeans. Them 30s, they had turned to zombies when they pop peas. Turbo in some brand new phase, oh shit, you know my crop's clean.
Michael Mary Master, bitch, I'm fancier than Squilliam. Fuck a body shot, we aiming at his equilibrium. I'm just chilling with my millies, waiting till the billies come.
We don't talk to cops, we don't cop, please. Soon as we hit they block, it's already cock squeeze. I don't fuck with rest cause I got a lot of cheese. Where I stun, don't care about what she want, I'm what a bitch need. $1 billion mouth, I'm smoking run, so that's the K of blunt. Switch out hoes and give them what they want, that's 50K a month. If you know me, I'm a humble beast, so it's okay to stunt. At 18, I had 100 pounds, so it's okay to front. I rose from the mud, now I'm rich. Yeah, I'm lit, bitch, but if this shit go bad, is you gon' switch? It was a bloodbath, now I rock blood diamonds, well legit. And my little blood bad, all he want is a big old bag and another switch. $500,000, that's my kit. Gotta protect my ice, but I've been toting pipes since I was legit. So that really don't mean shit, and I'm a suspect to evict. Ain't no respect for a snitch. Raise the scoreboard when we down bad, just up that, and it's an upset. I hate when niggas be talking on the net like he gon' step but can't even walk, can't give him a thought, ain't even a threat. He try to run, you know we hawked him. White chalk, you know we caught him. 3D, you know we saw him. Friday the 13th, know it's autumn, ayy.
Mike Amiri Master, bitch, I'm fancier than Squilliam. Fuck a body shot, we aiming at his equilibrium. I'm just chilling with my millies, waiting till the billies come. Gotta be alone. Walking solo with my chrome on my way. Can't stay.
Hey, yo. What's going on? The Mike Lebanon, Teflon Dawn. I'm back, baby. The year of the nines. And I'm gonna have to make these motherfuckers an offer they can't refuse. You know? What's going on? Yo, come on, you know what's on. I wrote a song, that's my flow on the Autobahn. Make sure the force is right. I floss all night. Get off the mic, it'll smoke like an exhaust pipe. Keep them in the library, studying my theory. Rob theory can translate it in Swahili. From the lands as far as Zanzibar. They understand the art, demand the law. It's obvious why the copy is, they copy this. Soon as my data processes Y2K, they floppy this. Now who the hottest is? How can it not be this? Baby, who the cocky is? Poppy is, Grassy is. Hey yo, this be so magnifico. Even my typical style difficult. Make the crowd go wild when I rip a show. Better stand back, it's a blow you didn't know. Show me love when I come through. Yo, any club that I come to, I hear the microphone check 1, 2, and they know what I wanna do. Flow forever. You ever witness rapport like this before? It's Major, kiss the floor, say bitch my lord. It's the chosen one with the golden tongue. Flow for the old and young when I'm holding one. In the front row city, we show no pity. Where kids get jiggy, girls are so pretty. The wanderer, back from Casablanca. The stomper, what next for Rada Conquer? So let's go, the best show will explode. No dress codes, they just posing their best clothes. Girls get exposed when I show my rap expo. Will it be a next episode? I guess so. Those that have doubt wanted a high clout. What they mad about must be a cash drought. MC switch they style from they last route. And I bet soon as they hear this, they spaz out. Show me love when I come through. Yo, any club that I come to, I hear the microphone check 1, 2, and they know what I wanna do. Flow forever. They show me love when I come through. Yo, any club that I come to, I hear the microphone check 1, 2. And
get it back a blood, nigga. Know what I took. Hype for the rock.
Hey yo, what's going on?
As time goes by, and eye for an eye, we in this together, son, your beef is mine. So long as the sun shines to light up the sky, we in this together, son, your beef is mine. As time goes by, an eye for an eye, we in this together, son, your beef is mine. So long as the sun shines to light up the sky, we in this together, son, your beef is mine. Let me start from the beginning at the top of the list. You know what I mean?
Yo, sometimes I'm super Kane, sometimes I'm plain old Fred. Crying inside my selfish pride, got bullets grazed in my head. Summer 2000, me and Sean, we had a fight every week. All to think I'm all them shootouts, they turned me to a G. The niggas even tried to smoke me at my high school graduation. Told my lady she was crazy, broke my heart, she had your baby. I'm like, I was barely fucking in. He rolling Lexus, I was hopping off bicycles to Buckistan. I was Tell the broke on me chickens and chicken nuggets then. Scared to touch the work, all these niggas work for the government. Homie took a trip, fiend, seen him whip on a sprint blimp. Camera phones was new to us then. Niggas got hoodwick, bamboozled, blacklisted, bombarded. Trying to do homework in the house with no lights, it might make it dark hearted. Every time I let off a shot, I wonder was God watching. Every time them bullets came back, I wondered did God stop them? Shit bags, shit boy, taking hits at 17. Before I was the hit man, I was the hit boy. Shout out the hit boy. We was supposed to drop. Your homie said I begged them to do records, but his record flop. Let me stop. Them bullets pop, it just might get me knocked. Rappers getting hit with the Rico, they better sit back and watch. Niggas in your own city kill you, I can't stay off the block. Fiend smoking methods, a shortage on coke, they off the rock. Told the DEA I ain't working no more, I'm off the clock. Matter of fact, I never sold dope before, what you talking about? Feeling like they boxed me out. Can't even spend this cash. Drugs for the free, all I sold these niggas was plastic bags. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. 9mm shell ain't go through his body, them bullets sticking to him. Niggas might just call you the butcher coming, nigga. I won't shake your boss hand or kneel to the Pope. Me and Duffel like Gotti and Neil de la Croce. They cry crocodile tears when they broke. I'm tucking eagles in my belt and putting crocodile skin on a coat. Cutting bills from a sealed envelope. Niggas got 2 feet in the game and still don't got no idea how I go. As always, I only did what I know. Instinct start kicking in when the meat on your ribs getting low. Streets got a dark side to on my watch for the double cross. They threw the triple at me. This made me trigger happy. Streets made me business savvy. Yeah, the bosses of all bosses. Capo de tutti cappy. Let's start there. Look how we started out at vets all pairs. And I don't gotta cash a check all year. Let's address your fears. Order your nightmare, just your ears. Though Jasper can't protect your chance, I thought more of my enemies. It'd be hard to avoid a hater. So I buy bullets in bulk like toilet paper. With no fork, I use anything for an oil scraper. Pull a brick out of mule and look like she going to labor. I don't wanna be forgotten. Got me spending everything when I'm copping. The prices had a nigga spoiled rotten. Fed the family out my pocket. That was pre-rap before I got these watches. In the midst of that, we all know who watches. Out a little liquor. Just for my enemy's sake. When they see me, they turn pale, look like Hillary face. Bought a half of Emma better what I give for a tape. Easy chips we can make from our memory bank. It's about money how, when we all got some. Can't say it's about them foreign shits, cause we all copped them. Can't be by no hoes, nigga, them bitches fucking us too. Can't be by no Jews either. Get down, no doubt, 95.
We're talking 2000.
I'm a nigga with a little within the slide.
To be on your rollerblades and skate. Mustache was fast like a rise, then it get you itching. My flow is crisp like a bucket full of Chinese chicken. I move the beat like pottery. Lyrics flow like blood through the artery. With more rhymes and numbers in the lottery. You know my stilo, how my dough and wants me.
Hey, the deeper the thought, deeper the thought. Hey, the deeper the thought, the deeper the thought, the better. If we run it back, then it was just that real. I make a change on, hey. I make a change on everybody. How you lock eyes with a and you dead wrong. They gon' write main slime on your headstone. I just feel like God in the BP in the red zone. Force field, lamb truck from the 10 speed. Mixed feelings, hang out with the snakes, nobody bit me. Hey, so like, hey, y'all living your life. Hey, hey. And I say that's like a force field with powerful attorneys. The mafia in office, we want rolls, drug coffin, can't feel my faith. Contraband, state to state. You be in them people business, they'll find you in the lake. You be tending with them, leave you out the business. If you sweet, you get egg. They can see it in your face. I'm a long way from home, but I adjust cause I'm an egg. I'm the same without a gun, but we'll never see the day. I'm the same without the paper, we'll never see the day. Can't feel my face, contraband, state to hey, the deeper the thought, the better. Hey, 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 the deeper the thought, the better. The free. Yeah. Bitch.
Find another nigga to play with. 10K and ones a day shit. Back to back to back, I'm racing. Pussy good, but nothing to lay with. Nothing. Bitch. Yeah. Welcome to the mob, bitch. Nigga, you know that. Served a million times, I still don't trust him, he might cross me. You ain't slick as me, showed his hand and that's gon' cost me. I get 40K a show, I used to serve the old Milwaukee. I heard fans taking pictures cause his boss is looking bossy. Got it on me the sloppy way, it's all the bad what you trying to pay. I can't lie, I got time today. Finny cold with the Prada shade, keep sipping, told the stick, Doc Holiday. I told her hit the door and handle business, stop trying to stay.
Clearing out my roster, about to play eliminate. I don't know who my toxic is, it me, my eliminate. Pull up to her job, get thrown on her lunch break. Money got me spoiled, you hoes do what I say. I'm from 7 Mile, nigga doubt they touch me. Make like 30,000 every time they touch the A. Niggas go through great heights just to show they hate. Blues with me all the time, I'm Beyonce. Find nothing nigga to play with. Real hitters only favorite. Snitch nigga, no relations. Pissy bitch like probation. Made bed, gotta lay there. I'm about to start daycare. My bad side ain't safe there. All my niggas don't play fair. 7-figure nigga, you don't know nothing. Poking out my pocket, but I still don't give a whole nothing. What you know about serving till the sun come? Way before high school, they trusted me for coke runs. Like
Bob nigga.
And they know what I wanna do, flow forever. Wherever I can go, it's the guard tempo. It's simple, my MO, no problemo. Been all over the map, even know where hell is at. I get the welcome mat and then welcome back. My flow
Hey, I'm from the world, society. Even that's turned wrong. Times have changed. Hey, it's cool to look bummy and be a dumb dummy and disrespect your mommy. Have you forgot? Who put you on this earth, huh? Who put you out and who loved you since your birth? Reward is a brainwash, hurted and ashamed. Ruin yourself, and your mommy can't cope. Hey, little kids don't follow these dopes. As a rule from an art. Your life don't drool. Don't be.
As I sit back, thinking the times when I was on the cut, slanging nickels and dimes on the grind. Young player wanted to shine. Hard time put me in a bind. Friends wouldn't rhyme. Confrontation with the next slanger on the block. Calling for cars and see who had the biggest rock. Non-stop. Haters always constantly jock. Whispering in the next man ear, guess what about? Something he done heard from a little Tweety bird. But you done struck a nerve. Time to get what you deserve. To see me roll by. On twinking, drinking, serve. Ballin' like a dream. Oh yeah, you ain't heard that things have changed. And it's all for the better. Crush Diamond, Velveteen, candy red with the leather. How clever can one man be to make it from the bottom to the top and be recognized as a G? And
trying to make my dreams a reality. I wanna be balling through my hood so that everyone can see that I'm trying to make my dreams a reality. I wanna be balling through my hood.
Behold the fungus among us. When dabbling with babbling, I sense the battle scene to the apocalypse. With this, you grab my cockiness. We getting sort of bumped we get in the room and got to save that ass, come stop and fuck with me. My style leave you posting like a hitchhiker. Make me wanna bitch microphone slap the shady ass, you bullshit nigga.
Your funny said you didn't think too hard of me, but once it feels the vocal side of me, you'll say you got lips. But this you grab my cocky lips. Be getting sort of puckery, get in the room with gas to save that ass, come stop the fuckery. My style will leave you posing like a hitchhiker, make me wanna bitch microphone, slap the shady ass, you bullshit nigga. Your funny said you didn't think too hard of me, but once it feels the vocal side of me, you say you got it, G. I find the virgin ears, I'm busting raw pops, you're saving the drops, trying to analyze my DNA, the verbal blueprint. Even if you spend eternity, you're baffled, nigga. Having not the slightest clue of how I'm swinging, bringing styles and flow and ask the other urine. See, my shit is pure together when better demonic funk and all that good shit. A bad nigga when it comes to grabbing mics. I love all women of the spectrum. Fuck around, I'm stabbing dykes, and as I heard them, I convert them. When it comes to honey biscuits, I'm even pussy sore as if they just deliver triplets. I flips it. When niggas say the ruin doesn't rhyme slick, I yokes them in the Heimlich just to get that fucking garbage out your throat. Mentally hardcore, there be no guard for defending against the shit I'm sending. Once you comprehended the ill funk aphrodisiac, giving up all these woodies as I'm fucking up the head like brass knuckles. Getting numbers. The bottom line. I just get down and I go for mine. Listen up, everybody. The bottom line. I just get down and I go for mine. Listen up, everybody. The bottom line. I just get down and I go for mine. Listen up, everybody. The bottom line. I just get down and I go for mine. I beast the hellified word weaver. Even Ripley can't believe I put a stun as if my name was Cold Fever, aka the Fall Guy. I never score why. I'm hitting like Madeline. Get your funky whack new dictionary. Look under fat and you see my profile. So smile. You're grinning like the Joker, cause I told you smoke a mic and let your witness get this through your big store. My shit is deadly. Kicks my verse, niggas couldn't offer competition with the medley of they works. I smirks when booty niggas try and get this. Survival of the fittest, call me fucking Tony Atlas at the podium. I pause my sodium in open flesh wounds as I mesh tunes with the vocal joint to become the focal point. Brothers of funks who discover I be deeper than that nigga Larry Fishburne's cover hover on the L. Sorta like a stealth in the night, then I makes the party jump even when it's full of whiteness. Listen up, everybody. The bottom line. Let's get down and I go for mine. Listen up, everybody. The bottom line. Let's get down and I go for mine. My writing set enlightenment, the hatch is squinting, hitting two rewards of the Lord's charity. Receive with clarity, I heave skillful syllable is the brick I stick in music mortal.
My roof is my favorite, my only kind of entertainment, my own private vacation. Hyper when the light graced him, from the sun when he waited with the right patience. I'm writing and I'm pacing, looking at the cityscape. Is it a simulation? In the middle of the city in isolation. Some see it solely for the taking. See the only course to take to make it better for I'm gone and wasted. Didn't play GTA up the block and in the park where I was playing. At the monument where I was skating, spitting the hardest shit. At every party's how I made my way in. Don't be all high and mighty, aighty, watch what you saying. I've been high and wild and since a baby I was dated. Living in the Big Apple, isn't it amazing? But it doesn't matter, nothing in this city's sacred. I'm not gonna hate it, I'll tolerate it, but just know I'm the one that gotta save it. Do I wanna travel or remain with the same view from this route that stays the same but always changes? I see a million faces beneath me racing. I'm just chasing the bag with my pen to the pad. Got a Benjamins of one appointment, hope it'll last. Do I really want shows to come back? I don't know. That's the only time I feel real, the times when I rap. Otherwise, either get me this cash. I do not know. I'm stuck in a bind. No matter what I do, feel like I'm getting fucked from behind. I'm out of luck at a time. I struck gold cup bowl, flowing with wine at the function we dine. But then everything fluctuates. You shrug and you sigh, thinking all the dumb shit.
Get down, no doubt, 95. Check it. I got the gumptions. I move the beat like pottery. Lyrics flow like blood through the artery. With more rhymes and numbers in the lottery. You know my stilo, how my dough and watch me drop a flow. I wax it up and make it shine like I was mopping glow. So come on, baby love, let's put it on, no faking moves. Let's flip a coin on it, heads I win and tails you lose. Gotcha. Grand Ruber comes with all of that because I got my game in quarters in the laundromat. We keep it tight the way it's supposed to be while jealous snakes say, damn, you should have swallowed me. No doubt, cause we hit them with a little of this and a little of this and a little of this and a little of this now, a little of that. Dig it. I got to be one of the baddest rappers on the planet. I'm back.
the innovation.
Screw it in, screw it in. He can't be my gang if he
slip, slide.
He said, "Fuck my dog, we knocked him off."
Get over here!
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your.
Yeah, I was sick, but we back, and y'all have.
What is this?
Absolutely disintegrated.
destroy everything in your path.